This presentation focuses on Elizabeth Tabot's technical writing in 17th century England, the flowering of a tradition. This traditional historiography focuses on English technical writing during the period from 1641 to 1700. Thanks to the printing press, technical writing emerged as a true genre in England during the Renaissance. However, it was during the time period from 1641 to 1700 that saw major influences on technical writing. It reflected the country's utilitarian perspective that pursued practical, scientific goals as opposed to the more aesthetic goals of the previous age. Technical instruction aided people who needed to perform tasks that were too difficult to memorize or instruct verbally. Some topics included agriculture, medicine, navigation, and military science. Tabot highlights some general characteristics of this era's technical writing. The books increased in detail. Scientists recorded their research with more specificity than ever. Technical and scientific innovation increased rapidly because these published works advertised technical advancements to a larger audience. Page design and format features from the late 16th century and early 17th century were retained. For example, headings, listing arrangements, certain graphics, and use of italics were used. Improvements did not happen, however. For example, use of white space was limited because so much information took up the page. Books using the Ramus method were highly readable and organized. These used bracketed tables and tight division and organization. They were good format and page design. Fold-out drawings were utilized. Copperplate drawings were used, but the standard graphic was still the woodcut. The copperplate drawings were more realistic and detailed and made concepts mentioned in the books more understandable to their audiences. Although many mathematical books, almanacs, and surveying books used tables, simplified tables to help readability did not advance. Plain style, such as sentences with an agent, verb, and object, and conversational tone using first-person perspective were used. Puritanism greatly affected these technical works. It was God's will that people would be part of their community and do good in their society. They wanted practical solutions for practical tasks, so they created technical documents to help with these endeavors. The Royal Society also influenced these works. Most of the members were Puritan and middle class, and many of them were physicians. The technical documents were written based on their beliefs, and they were used to help certain trades. Some of the works include Antonio Neri's Art of Glass. Merritt's English edition used a separation of instructions for different kinds of glass, and it's very detailed and analytical. However, it is not well organized. The Complete Shipwright was a set of instructions for building a ship and includes a large fold-out drawing that is scaled. Laybourne's The Complete Surveyor shows how math is used in lots of different subjects, and Wiseman's The Several Chirurgical Treatises includes a very rudimentary look at cancer. It talks about cancer as a tumor arising from a bad humor. This shows the limited knowledge they still had in 17th century medicine. Grew's Anatomy of Plants talks about the causes of plants biology. This cause and effect style mimics that of Wiseman. This is a traditional historiography with a time narrative as its major category. It has clearly marked beginnings, middles, and endings, and is based on many different documents from archives. Tabot does not question the facts of these archives. It's written pretty much in the omniscient point of view. Tabot only uses the first person on the first page, and that's pretty much it. And she also talks about how Puritanism and the Royal Society were pretty much law in influencing the causes of the technical document.